You can also draw applique on your quilt block. I have created a single block and added fabric to the single block. Appliques you create are only patches of fabric and must be created in the embroidery canvas to become embroidered applique designs. They can be printed in the Quilter program for hand-turn applique. There are 3 tools for drawing applique: the rectangular tool, the oval applique tool, and the draw applique tool. The rectangular applique will create rectangles and squares. Select it, click, move to a new location, and click again to activate the rectangle. If you wish to draw a square, hold down the Alt key as you click and drag. The oval applique will create ovals and circles. To draw a circle, click in the center, drag to the circumference, and then press Enter. These work just like they do in the embroidery canvas. To draw an oval, click in the center, drag to the circumference, click, and then drag in the opposite direction. Click again to set the oval. Activating the grid can help you when you wish to draw to a specific size. Right-click on the grid icon and change the grid spacing to 1 by 1 inch and click OK. Then left-click on Show Grid to show the grid. Select the rectangle tool and you can draw either a square or a rectangle to the size that you want it. Select the Select Object tool so that you can edit the shapes. You can move, you can change the size, you can rotate, you can skew. Select the rectangle and let's resize this rectangle proportionally by clicking and dragging on one of the corner resizing handles. You can also use the control handles on the top and bottom to resize the height only, or on each side to resize the width only. If you wish to rotate a shape, select it, click again to access the outline squares, and then click and drag on a corner handle to rotate. If you wish to resize the circle, you can resize using the corner control handle. And if you want to change the oval and flatten it a bit, use one of the control handles on the top and bottom. You can also move a shape by clicking on the shape and dragging it to a new location. You can also skew a shape by selecting the shape, clicking again to access the rotate handles, and then skew handles are in the middle of the top and bottom or the middle sides. If you don't like the skew, just click on Undo. You can also delete a shape by selecting it and pressing Delete on the keyboard. These blocks are now ready to be filled with fabric. Select the paintbrush icon, select the fabric, and then click on the shape to add the fabric. You can also edit the relative position of these fabrics. Click on the Select Object tool and select the shape. That highlights the layering icons. You can move a fabric to the front, you can move a layered fabric forward, you can move a layered fabric backward, or you could send that fabric to the back. You have lots of ways to edit your applique shapes. Have fun experimenting with the different fabrics and drawing applique shapes and positioning them on your quilt block.